Welcome back to Weekend Out. My name is Gaurav. नाम तो सुना होगा. Heroes are all around us. Now, sometimes we just need to lift our head and look around and find that inspiring story. And we're bringing you one such very inspiring story. Now, this is the story of a father who fought all odds to make sure that his son, despite a very rare condition, runs a marathon with him, because this is what he wanted to do when his son was born. So Rio was born with a very rare condition where he has problems with walking, and he also speaks through sign language. And this is when the parents, Nick and Delphine, formed Team Angel Wolf. Now, this is a non-profit foundation that encourages inclusion of people with special needs. Now, these people have actually been running a lot of marathons, duathlons, triathlons, swims, and you have to believe me, when people see these people participate, it's a very, very inspiring sight. You must watch this story and get some inspiration.
Kona is just, it is the race and it pushes everyone to the limits.
The Ironman World Championship is on its way!
The highlight of anyone's triathlon career.
Here to test the limits of what the body and spirit are capable of.
It's in Hawaii, there's strong winds throughout the course.
Such a horrendously hard environment.
The World Championship is the world's elite doing Ironman distance, so 3.8k swim, 180k bike, and a marathon 42k to finish.
It's a hard race, and when you survive it, it's such a big reward.
Hi, I'm Nick Watson. I'm the founder of Team Angel Wolf, which is a non-profit organisation. Our life really changed when our little boy came into our lives. His name is Rio in 2003. Happy birthday to you. And unfortunately, everything was fine until 6 months. We were, it was a Saturday afternoon, kind of a happy moment, bathing Rio at home. And all of a sudden, Rio went floppy, stopped breathing. His eyes rolled into the back of his head, his lips went blue. We were left with this little boy. We had no idea what to do. We had no reason why, what was starting it, but we knew from that day life was going to be very different for us. It then took us down a road of about 4.5 years trying to find about Rio's condition. You're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Hooray! So from that day on, obviously, our life had changed. We also then, at the same time, was opening up our first business, and things were hopefully kind of falling into place, but life was extremely stressful. I want to go back and do something for myself. I want to do a triathlon. I want to do an Ironman race. And the last time we were there was actually in 2002 in Kona, Hawaii. So that's the World Championships every October. My wife, Delphine, was at the time pregnant with Rio. And I always remember as I crossed the finish line, the first thing I said to Delphine is, one day I want to come back to Hawaii and race with my son or daughter, never knowing how the story would unfold. And so in 2014, we did our first race, had no idea. So this meant that I'm pulling Rio in a kayak, I'm swimming. We were lucky enough to get all the equipment sponsored. We had a bike where Rio sat on the front, and then I'd run and push him in the pushchair. And as we crossed the finish line, the biggest smile in the world, we kind of realized that maybe this was going to make a difference, not only in my life, but obviously also in Rio's. The real story to why I'm always sat here happened in the second race. It was called Dubai Challenge, or Challenge Dubai. It was a 1.9 swim like the first race, 90 kilometers cycling and 21k run. So we get to a point about 60 kilometers, 30k to do, and I'm absolutely spent, extremely exhausted, but obviously, I'm making sure that Rio's okay. And there's this moment when Rio turns around and looks at me because he's in front of me. I'm on the tri-bars, and I'm thinking in my head, what's he going to say? I'm expecting that he's going to say, look, Dad, halas, finish, maybe find another sport. His eyes are all bloodshot from the sand and everything. And he turns around and he just says a few words to me that changed me for life. And he just says, Dada, I love you. And that was it. And I realized he just, under all the circumstances, he was so happy, he was so content. We had 30K on the bike. We then went out on the run. As we crossed the finish line, this boy in this kind of real sandstorm is smiling. So we've been racing since, and we're obviously 2021 now. We've done 380 races. We've covered over 10,000 kilometers of swimming, cycling, and running. But hopefully what we're trying to do as Team Angel Wolf is to show that a boy like Rio should be included into the community. So we have a hashtag called Inclusive Impactivity. We want to make an impact in the world, and everyone should be included wherever they're from. And we think that sport's a fantastic thing to do. And we hope that, doing initiatives like that also inspires other people, and especially fathers, other dads that are out there, and they go, wow, okay, if Team Angel Wolf can include their son or daughter with disabilities or a person with determination, maybe also that might inspire me to go out and do something. Whatever that is, people need to find their own direction, and that's been our goal since the beginning of Team Angel Wolf.